there were young people out in the streets getting petitions. There were seniors out in the streets getting petitions. 80-degree weather, freezing cold, nighttime. That's how we got over 1,000 petitions. This was completely community driven. Yes. And I want to introduce someone who knows what can happen if we don't listen and we don't pay attention to all the liquor licenses that are coming our way. Our council member, Chris Marte, gets tons of phone calls, tons of complaints from the area just to the north and east of us, the Lower East Side. As some of you know, some of those areas are called Hell Square, and now they have a Hell Square 2. We don't want to be Hell Square 3. And so I want to give an opportunity to our council member to tell us what we have to look out for, what are some of the warning signs that we should watch out for, and what can we do as a community. Thank you. Chris Marte, our council member.
First of all, I want to thank Justin. I want to thank everyone, Jan, for being here, for doing the hard work to make sure that we can push back on people that want to profit off our community. This business is not for us. It's not by us. They're just using marketing schemes to promote themselves. And we've seen this a number of times before. Whether it's Hell Square on the Lower East Side. Behind me, I see we have representatives from the Orchard Street Block Association, Bowery Alliance of Neighbors. They know what these business owners do. They come in, they hope that no one pays attention. First they apply for midnight closure, but a year later, they have a full-blown nightclub establishment. Right now, my office hears at least dozens of complaints a day. You could quadruple that on the weekend, where you just see people vomiting, urinating along the streets, and they're frustrated with their living condition. This community has been a residential community for generations, a mixed-use business residential community, and that's what we want to keep it. And so this is a warning sign for anyone else that wants to look at these large vacant storefronts. What we want is something for our community, not a nightlife club that's only going to be for people who are in our community from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. We want something that's going to help our other small businesses and that actually reach out to the residents here and work with us to find a suitable owner and establishment to serve everybody here. The first sign, as Howard Huey mentioned, was a sign of disrespect. That's right. When someone doesn't do basic outreach to tenant associations that have websites, that have a public phone number, or can just walk over 20 steps and be at their front door. If this owner can't live up to the bare minimum, then what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen a year or 2 years later when no one can change what happens here? And so this is not only for the future of our community, but it's also to make sure that the people who live here, who are trying to age in place, can be protected as well. Thank you all.
I have a question.